Hello everybody, Miss Smokes 14 here, today back again with another video, and today we are going to be doing my second unedited smoke sesh, and this is going to be a truly unedited smoke session because it's going to have no intro, no music in the background whatsoever, and it's going to have nothing like that. If you haven't seen my last 3 videos, they were unedited smoke sesh number 1, 18 plus, unedited bong rip, and bong rip 18 plus. Please check them out. And also, we're trying to get to a goal count of 230 subscribers. So please recommend this channel to your friends and family. And yeah, so that we can try and reach our goal count. Now, the things we've got that we need for this joint, or I mean this bong sesh, excuse me, unedited sesh. And this is an 18 plus video, by the way, which will be age restricted. Okay. And so I've got some shake up in here. I've got my trusty bong here, and it's got the nice glass slide that I use for it. And it's got a loaded bowl in there with a couple hits taken out of it, just to start me off before I started the video, because I was kind of bored. A 50th anniversary Bic lighter for lighting. A blue edition of the Ooze Flow Grinder. And of course, one of these glow-in-the-dark skull ashtrays that you can get from the dollar store. Like a Dollar General or a Family Dollar or something. Or just some generic store you might know, or online shop you might know where to get these. So, yeah, without further ado, before I get this video fully started, this video is for users age 18 plus in states where users age 18 plus can use medical marijuana, and this video is also for users age 21 plus where complying in states where you can smoke, you have to be 21 to smoke, period. So, as I said before, this has a couple hits taken out of it, as you can plainly see. Now, I'm going to set my shake right up here so that it doesn't spill. Now I do feel the need to restate this from my last unedited sesh with weed. But I'm one who, I find it a pet peeve when they're watching people like smoke on YouTube as a platform and stuff, and they waste their weed by doing a bowl snap. Like, if you want to conserve your weed, like, the best way to do that and to still get high and to get even higher, in my opinion, is to take small rips off your bowl as you go. Yes, with each hit it's going to get harsher, but in between each hit, you're taking a break to really soak in the moments and do those things, but also to hold in your hit that you just taken as long as possible before exhaling. I do that even with wax concentrates and vape pen hits for my both nicotine and for weed that I vape, which probably isn't good for me, but whatever the fuck. And this is just one of those scenarios where I had a lot of time on my hands because it's nighttime now, and I have until my dad picks me up tomorrow. No, wait. Fuck. Tomorrow's Saturday, as of recording this. Anyway, I have all the time in the world because I'm not at my dad's house. I'm at my mom. I'm at my normal bedroom, right? And one of the things is that it's the weekend, so my only obligations are to take out the trash, get the dishes done, and figure out my next steps with making sure that laundry gets done. Sorry, I just blanked there for a split second, staring at. So, what I was staring at is over off this way. You can't see it on the screen, but it's. So I built. On my YouTube channel, I have posted one NASCAR stop motion. Now, I did do like 3 other ones, and another one way earlier on this channel. But I wouldn't recommend watching the first one. I recommend watching, it's called NASCAR Stop Motion Test Animation. And I built another racetrack. I have a couple in the works, but I built one. It's a road course. And I was staring at it for a little bit, and I just blanked for probably a couple minutes. And I apologize because I haven't done any smoking. So, one of the things I want to get back to in on YouTube is my gaming while stoned. Obviously, we all know I've done mostly episodes of me playing GTA 5 while stoned, and I've done only one episode of something else. I really want to get back to doing that. The hard part for me, though, is finding other games that we can play that aren't just racing games or just, I'm going to play through all the games I want to play through first that are racing games and that are this or that. But, for the long run, or for the short run, but once I get once I get some of the things I want to get with the money I get from my eventual job, because like I said, I got some goals for this year. One of those is to get a job so that I'll be able to, And I'm gonna have a strict schedule. I'm gonna post in the morning or in the afternoon. If I forget to post in the morning, post that in the afternoon for work. Once I start working, and then yeah, I haven't planned out what days I'm gonna do my content, but I'm gonna do a bong rip short. I'm gonna do an unedited sesh whenever, just those periodically, I guess, and things like that. I've noticed that, like, sometimes when you're smoking weed, you tend to have these, like, profound thoughts. And it's like, they're the greatest things that you've ever said and greatest ideas you've ever had. And some of people's most profound thoughts and songs and happenings have happened all because of weed in our history. Some things in our history would not happen if it weren't for cannabis. Whether it was a positive light for cannabis or a negative light for cannabis. Well, we as people who use it medically, especially as a very important alternative medicine. Sorry, I'm just gonna plug in a quick minute here. My tablet. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, and it's like, we prefer a positive light for weed, but it's not always going to be that way. It's a fight in most countries to still have legal weed. But thank God for those, who roll the cannagars. And if you don't know what a cannagar is basically a cigar, but instead of being rolled with tobacco with leaves and ground up tobacco, you're smoking cannabis leaves that have been rolled in the same way as either cannabis or hemp leaves that have been rolled in the same technique way, in a similar technique way to tobacco leaves for cigars, and inside is ground up bud. And in between layers and layers of... So, there's a little bit of a difference there, but I do want to get my hands on some actual 100% cannagars. I recently saw a viewing of a movie. Hang on. It wasn't a new movie by any stretch. It was an old movie from a triple feature set that I've got on DVD. Sequel movie. It's a sequel movie. It's called Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise. And, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a really... Other than this one part. And for those of you who don't like spoilers, you could just skip ahead to where I don't spoil it. But there's this one scene where they say, we found Bush, and they rolled a true Canagar with their weed that they found. I hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas or a Happy Holidays. Whichever. Because I know some people don't celebrate Christmas. Some people celebrate winter solstice. Some people celebrate Hanukkah. Some people celebrate Kwanzaa. And some people, unfortunately, can't celebrate anything, don't celebrate anything, or won't celebrate anything during the holidays for whatever reason. And if you're one of those people, I'm sorry. Because, you know, the holidays is for, you know, getting to at least spend time with the family, if not getting to open a gift. That's what I learned over a couple Christmases. Because there was one Christmas where a family member told me to stop complaining after I was repeatedly told. But they did bullshit. They said they got all the grandkids gifts. If that were true, then Charles, me, and Rory would have also gotten gifts that night. And only the younger kids up to age 12 got them that night. And yet, I was sitting there as a 18-year-old as a 17-and-a-half-year-old high schooler that night, not receiving gifts. Because, oh, I should be treated like an adult. Just because I should be treated like an adult doesn't mean I will feel left out by virtue due to my autism spectrum disorder status. It doesn't mean that you don't have to get me a gift, because you do. You do have to get me a gift. It doesn't have to be a gift of anything. The only gift you can get me, if you don't have to afford one, is to allow me into your party and as an invite, and to hang out with the family and to have a good time. That's the greatest gift of all that you can give on Christmas if you're hosting a party. And my aunt, she certainly gave that gift all right. She let me come to her party, and we had fun. I'm just gonna make sure. That was Christmas Eve. The day, 4 days before so the way my Christmas went was on December 20th. We had, and if I'm still recording here, which I am. So on December 20th of 2024, I had my first Christmas of the year. And I'm gonna go get the item. Of the Christmases that I have now, which are limited. What I got at that first Christmas, the big ticket item that was on my Christmas list for this year, and it was in fact this, which was that 90s show, the complete series, Mill Creek Entertainment of the, excuse me, which was the, and I'll start over, the official Mill Creek Entertainment box set for that 70s show, the complete series on DVD. And as of course, to go with that, that completes me having the franchise as, oops, let's loosen the packet again. I have the bootleg sloppy second sales printed on demand 13 episodes DVD 2-disc set, a complete series of that 80s show. The technically second spin-off show, even though the creators of it don't call it a spin-off and call it a separate decade-based show, because of how short-lived it was, with only 13 episodes, it's a spin-off by virtue of how short it was. And then, of course, and because the box is so flimsy, I just hot melt glued it on. But I, of course, have the 200 episodes, 24-disc set, 7 seasons, official Mill Creek Entertainment box set for that 70s show. Which, if you haven't seen that 70s show, I highly recommend it. That you get it. Along with this. And this. Because, yeah. And those are not sponsored, by the way. Those are just, you know. I didn't get the other two for Christmas. I just got this, just this. Specifically, that 90s show. If you're wondering where I got that 80s show, I got it off of sloppysecondsales.com with some birthday money a couple years ago. And then that 70s show I got a couple Christmases ago. And that was the big ticket item that year, and I ended up getting it. But now it's time to grind some more weed. Bum, 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 bum. Oh gosh. I have this one, like, jingle stuck in my head. And I'm gonna tell the short story of how it came about, too. So, before I sing it. So, there were, sometimes me and my dad, we both like to watch the show Cops. And so sometimes we tune into Pluto TV's 24-hour channel that airs only Cops. Paramount Network's Cops. And there was this one episode, and I forget what the episode name was, but this the officer on screen had this really, really receding chin, and the camera angle was making it really worse, making it look as if he had no chin at all. And then out of the blue, in that exact moment, and this was the first time we saw this episode, by the way, my dad goes, "Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, Officer No Chin." And it's been like 2 years or something since he sang that, and I just sing it every once in a grand while. So it's just like out there. And I wanted to share that with the internet because my dad probably doesn't want me to, and I'm being naughty right now. But one last time. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, Officer No Chin. And when we mean no chin, we mean the chin is so receding And the camera angle makes it look worse, that he's just got no chin at all on his face. He's missing his chin. And we got another bowl loaded. And we're gonna smoke. If we're still even recording at this point. Oh, good gravy. We're almost 25 minutes in. Once this is done recording, it's just gonna go up on YouTube. So, yeah. So, this year, yeah. I want to say, I wanted to say that I was so excited when I pulled this out of its, you know, when I unwrapped it. I'm just going to read the back. The front, it says, a Netflix series. Growing up is harder than it looks. That 90s show, seasons 1 through 3, even though it was parts 1 through 3, and that's all that was made. Then the side reads, Mill Creek Entertainment, That 90s Show, seasons 1 through 3, DVD video. That 90s Show, Hello Wisconsin, it's 1985, and Leah Foreman, daughter of Eric and Donna, is revisiting her grandparents for the summer, where she bonds with a new generation of Point Place kids under the watchful eye of Kitty and the stern glare of Red. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll never dies. It just changes. And this is rated TV PG. For whatever the fuck reason. When it really should be rated TV 14, because the original was rated TV 14. And it is distributed by both Netflix Distribution Company and Carsey Warner Entertainment Distribution. Where's my lighter? Oh, I always do this sort of shit. I've had this lighter for a couple of years now. It's going on its 3rd year of living, which is pretty good because you can get 3 years out of a limited edition lighter. That's saying something. Well, I think this video is getting pretty long. And, I think I'm going to cut it here. This has been a Miss Smokes 14 production. This video is for viewers aged 18 plus in state or provinces where medical marijuana users can be age 18 plus. And this video is also for viewers 21 plus in state or provinces where marijuana is either illegal or legal at the medical and recreational levels at 21. Medical and or recreational levels at age 21. There you go. Sorry I did my random finger joint thing. I do that sometimes when I'm high. Bye.